One, it's the boy Suave Polo, and I'm here with a good climax topic today, man. So, you've seen the description. If you already know, you clicked on this video, you know what it's about to be about. So, I want to bring in some guests right now. First, I got my boy from another brother, man, another mother or whatnot. I'm a little nervous because I'm nervous that way. But yeah, man, he's a little stealthy when he get on the scene. It's Ninja Guy X.
X. Slice and dice, guys.
Dice, you know.
Thank you for having me, Climax. Always hard, to start the show, right? You just don't know how to start
Right,
it up and stuff. So thank you for
right.
having me, man. And the subject of today is very interesting. I can't wait to
Oh yeah,
get in. Yeah.
oh yeah. So I want to bring on another guy, man. You know, he gets the crowd hype. You know, anytime there's horses around, he's definitely there to round them up. You know, if you need cattle taken care of, you know, it's the cowboy.
Hold on. Take me back off and bring me back on, man.
Okay, all right, good. This guy.
He was not ready.
All right, so it's the cowboy.
Got my horses in the back. You know,
Nice.
I got my horses in the back.
Hey,
Hey, you
nice,
brought up
nice.
the horses and all that, so you know. But with that said, cause I'm a cowboy. Oh man.
Nice.
Hell
So,
yeah.
man, we are here to talk about the new Batman that's coming up on the scene, man. I want to show trailer to get in the thing. I hope we don't get cut off.
Nah,
Uh,
you should be fine.
I hope that everyone enjoy this. There's a link in the um, chat. So if you want to join in, guys, come on and join in. And let's get this started, man.
So, what are you guys' history with Batman? Just
Hold
first of all,
on.
just to talk about it, right? Like, so Climax. What?
Let me play the video, the lit trailer,
Yeah,
and
because I've
then
never seen it.
we'll get
Okay,
into that. We'll definitely
sounds
get into
good.
that.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna take us off. I'm gonna let it play like that.
Mm-hmm.
Fear is a tool. But when that light hits the sky, it's not just a call. It's a warning. I've been trying to reach you. Martin God! This is a powder keg. And Ritter's to match.
I can take care of myself.
If this continues, it won't be long before you've nothing left. I don't care what happens to me.
It's only gonna get worse for you.
Whoa, take it easy, sweetheart. Hear everything they say, ain't you?
Maybe we're not so different. Who are you under there?
I'm vengeance. What's black and blue and dead all over?
I got you! I got you!
So, what do y'all think, man?
So I think Ninja Guy had a good thing. He was asking first, what's our history with Batman, I guess, because it kind of makes sense for me to answer my answer from watching that trailer.
Okay,
If you want, I'll go first.
go for it.
I have called myself the biggest Batman hater probably since I was able to walk.
So don't put those feelings inside of it. We just plainly want to know.
I'm
Do you
gonna
think
explain though.
we know Robert Pattinson from being a vampire? You know what I'm saying? Now you want to
So
be a bat.
my thing is so being a person that don't like Batman just because he doesn't have actual superpowers and he could beat everybody is annoys me. But as far as them coming out with a new Batman and Robert Pattinson being Batman, so I was always judging him because of him being in Twilight, being Edwin. But you know what? The trailer did look kind of good. It was kind of weird not seeing like a beefy looking Batmobile though. I will say that. I feel like that's the poor man's Batmobile. But they brought the Joker back, and I see every time they make an iteration of Batman, they switch around, his villains. But I mean, it look all right. It looks, it give you that Batman vibe. It give you the Batman vibes. What I do think is cool, it almost give you the vibes of the Joker could be in that universe. So the recent Joker movie. But yeah, I think it looks good. I mean, I'm gonna go see it anyway because I pretty much almost see all of the comic book movies. But I guess I got to give him a try and stop thinking he's gonna start gluing.
But let me hold on before we get into the next one. I think we need to bring the Force on this question, man. We need to bring the Jedi in here, man.
Okay.
What's going on, Holtz?
Do 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 do. Do you know what? Right? Do you know what? I actually love Batman. I was just seeing the title of it. I was like, do you know what? I have to drop in this panel because I'm a big, huge Batman fanatic, and I'm always starting off to be biased. I always watch movies like, no, that actor's never going to deliver because I don't have faith in the actor. But I always get proven wrong because Hollywood has got such a good talent. They see past my bias. And they know that actor can deliver these roles. And every time I go to the cinema, I always go, wow. I can't believe that my bias nearly made me stop watching this movie. So I'm actually looking forward to seeing Robert Pattinson being Batman. Because I was the same with Ben Affleck. I was like, oh my God, look the size of him. He's built like a tank. No one's going to be scared of him. But if he ran down an alleyway like that, I'm Batman. I would shit my pants. So to me, I am glad Hollywood has actually portrayed him, and I'm willing to see what it's all about.
So hold on, I want Cowboy to see this real quick before we keep going.
There are various Batmans, and some of them are stronger than. I mean, let's just be clear. The Batmans he talking about isn't the Batmans that they make movies on. We could go and find any comic book on any character and be like, once upon a time, they ruled the world. I mean, that's what comics allow you to just get past what you normally know. So I'm not going.
We're not gonna go into it. But look, I'm gonna tell you this though. The fact that they have some new actors playing different parts. You got Zoe in there. You have I don't know who the other guy is. I think he's supposed to play the role of what is that, the Penguin? And I'm not really sure who the Riddler is. I mean, I'm sure I can go online and look, but all of these people are new, But
not really. The Riddler is actually Val Kilmer, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't know.
And he played Batman before.
He did.
So
if it is Val Kilmer, then he did play Batman at once before.
That's cool.
But again, these are different studios, different projects, different directors. So but I agree with Leah though. Not excited though. But
So what about
Yeah, I mean stick to the regular Batman. Um, Batman can bench 600 pounds.
Jesus.
I'm pretty sure some
And
iteration of Batman, but not every Batman they show.
So that's see, the
that's
only same
cool.
reason. Zoe, I'm excited because she's in there. And if
Mhm.
I was gonna give the movie a chance, well, I'm not gonna go into that. I want everyone to answer
Well, here's one quick. Here's one
Ninja
for a
Guy X
climax.
question first.
What's that house?
What were you saying, Hopes?
Do you know I was walking through my city centre last year, and I actually seen the Gotham Police Department. Some of these scenes was actually recorded in my own city centre. So we've got St George's Hall, the big buildings that Batman's are on. That's all in my city. So we actually had the showing of Batman
Oh, it's cool.
in my city.
My guy Dave is on here, and Big Mike. Thanks for showing up, guys. I appreciate it. I
Yeah,
sent them the
appreciate
link.
it, guys. Appreciate it.
But I don't mind seeing different parts of Batman because I remember watching The Longest Halloween, the latest animation of Batman, and a lot of people keep on saying you're not much of a detective because it was his second year and he wasn't really into the role of being a detective. He knew how to fight crime, but he didn't know how to outsmart crime. So to me, I like the idea of that there's different iterations of Batman. So we should see where Robert Pattinson is he faster, smarter, stronger? We'll actually see.
Right. Or Willie Glow. And also Climax,
Glow.
this is one of the things where you're allowing anybody to jump in, right?
Right.
Because I
So
know Big
anybody
Mike
that,
and Dave, they might want to talk. So if
the
you
link
guys
is
want to
in
jump
there.
in,
The link
Come
is
in,
in
come
there.
in. Yep.
yeah.
Something that I noticed during the trailer is Robert Pattinson as a Batman. He seemed disturbed. I don't know, like there's a fight where he chokes someone and he's super shaky. I don't know if you noticed. It was like as if he
Yeah, he
doesn't
was
know
tasing
if
him.
he
He
should.
was
What?
tasing him also.
Oh, it was tasing him. Okay,
Mhm.
but he seems very disturbed. Like as a
Probably a
Batman, he
crackhead.
doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't seem like confident in himself as much as other Batmans. I find.
But is this later Batman? In this later into his years, he's sort of done sort of the crime fighting before,
Right.
hasn't he? So
Well,
maybe he's just been broke by Gotham. You
Yeah.
don't think that Batman couldn't be broke by Gotham,
See,
but
I thought
maybe
this was earlier on. Big
but we
Mike
don't.
would
But
know.
we don't
no,
know.
Mike knows everything.
no. I
But
think
we don't.
I'm sure it's midlife. It's not year 1 or 2, and it's not his later life. I'm sure it's sort of, but he's still older. I'm sure he's in his.
So I wanna address some of the comments. Christian Bale, in my opinion, was not a good Batman. I mean, I'm just gonna throw it out there, and
I agree.
I'm a huge Batman fan, and I just don't think Christian Bale was a good Batman. I hope Robert Pattinson be better than Christian Bale. That's just my opinion on that.
So people do this though. They'll say somebody was a good Batman, but not a good Bruce Wayne. So are you saying he's not a good Batman and not a Bruce Wayne? Or
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's exactly what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? All the Batman is rich, and that part of Batman that Christian Bale played, he had enough money to change his voice. You know what I'm saying? He didn't need to do the whole that type thing.
I
He
didn't
didn't
like
need to
that
do
either.
that. And
Batman.
the only thing that I liked about Christian Bale being Bruce Wayne was when they was taking pictures of him and when he was getting out the car and he had a gadget to destroy all their images and everything. That was the only type thing. Other than that, I didn't think that he had a close connection with Alfred. I didn't think that because all the Batmans, they're gonna have a connection with Alfred that they don't show it, but it's there. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't want to admit that I love you so much and I don't want anything to happen to you, but it's there. And if anything happened to you, I will be there. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get that connection with Christian Bale. I didn't get a connection at all that Christian Bale was a good Batman. Now, this may shock you, but my favorite Batman that's kind of newer Batmans
Ben Affleck?
I did that surprised me. It's Ben Affleck. That surprised me. You
I
know what
like
I'm saying?
him.
Ben Affleck, he surprised me as Batman. And when he played the part of Bruce Wayne in Justice League, I don't know which Justice League cut it came out with one of them, but it was the scene where he went to underground black casino where they were gambling. And he played the part, charming and everything. You know, that's Bruce Wayne. You know what I'm saying? My favorite Batman though would be George Clooney. That's my favorite.
Oh,
That's my favorite.
long time ago.
Mhm. I mean, if we're just gonna throw it out there, you know, that's my favorite. You know,
It was Tim Burton that sort of done the Batmans with Clooney, wasn't it, from the 90s? Is that what we saw? Batman,
No.
Batman Forever, Batman.
That was what's his name?
Kevin.
Yeah, Keaton, Michael Keaton. Yeah,
That's
Mike
it.
and Keaton.
I was trying to get off my tongue which one it was.
Yeah.
I've seen so many. I'm like,
I
these
thought
are
you meant-
these are my favorite. You know, that the Tim Burton ones, but they're not to be taken seriously. You know what I mean? Like it's more of a fun
yeah, but
watch.
that's how I felt all the time. I thought, like, when I watched the movies in the past, I was like, we need so much darkness in our franchises. Then when it got too dark, I was like, we need some fun-loving comedy in it. So we need that perfect balance in between, don't we?
Mhm.
So I wanna do this. First, I want everybody on the panel right now, and Big Mike and Dave, if y'all want to join in on this,
Yeah.
please join in on the link is in the chat. But I want to address: do you think Robert Pattinson would be a good Batman? Just looking at the trailer, that's all we have. I mean, there's 2 other trailers out there, but they're similar. You know, we know Robert Pattinson is playing a big role in Twilight. I want everybody on the panel, starting with Ninja Guy, go all the way down. Do you think Robert Pattinson is going to be a good Batman?
Yeah, so I'm not too familiar with Batman, to be honest. The last movie I've watched was
But you are familiar with actors, though.
Yeah, and I am familiar
Okay.
with the Batman games. You know, it's just the movies I'm not too familiar. I think Robert Patterson will be good. I like that there's variety, right? If when you jump from Ben Affleck to Robert Patterson, it's very different. So sometimes it's just good to have something fresh like that. And he like what something that I didn't know is Robert Pattinson has a jaw. He has the Batman jaw, and I didn't know that. So looking at that trailer, I was like, wow, okay. So yeah, I guess he could be a pretty good Batman. And in terms of his real person, I already can't remember. Not like his
Bruce
real
Wayne?
Bruce Wayne. I'm not sure though. Bruce Wayne, Robert Pattinson as Bruce Wayne seems kind of weird. He doesn't seem like a rich, sophisticated guy. You know what I mean? Like I haven't seen him in that kind of role, so that's going to be interesting. But as Batman, I feel like he should have a good role.
So good Batman, but not a good Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Cowboy? Robert Pattinson as Batman, Bruce Wayne. Do you think he's gonna play this part right?
No, it's gonna be hard for me to separate him with Twilight, whether it was 10 years ago or not. So I just he's gonna have to wow me, because I am going in this looking at, does he have the look? We'll say this though. One of the things that's important for me with Batman, especially because of the cartoons, Ninja Guy killed it. That jaw, man. And so Ben Affleck had that jaw. I was like,
he had the best jaw, yeah.
And then he played as a smooth dude. So that's why Ben Affleck was my favorite. I felt he looked like Batman and he felt like he could be Bruce Wayne. Now, Robert Pattinson, again, I don't know. I feel like Ninja Guy's kind of hitting on the head. Do I want to see him? Do I think he could be the smooth billionaire? I don't know. And he was, I guess I got to see it. He's going to have to wow me, because your body of work follows you, right? And we mainly know him from Twilight. Now, yes, Mike said he's did other stuff since, but what, 2 movies that I could think of? I mean, was in Tenet, which he did a good job. The other movie he was in, I never watched. So for me, I'm gonna just lean on the side of no, because I think it's gonna be hard to separate him from his old body of work. So he's gonna have to work. He's gonna have to play a pretty damn good role as Bruce Wayne and Batman to sway me from turning that.
Let me before you answer, Holtz, I want to bring in a guest. Everyone know him as the Great One. So let's bring in the Great 144.
Yo, what's up, people?
What's
going
up,
on?
brother Dave?
So
Um,
before we get into the whole moving on forward, Dave, I want you to introduce yourself. I know Cowboy know you, man.
oh,
Thank you
absolutely,
for
absolutely.
joining
I
us.
kind of know him.
Okay, well, then, thank you for joining us, man.
Kind of
I
know.
appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for
Yeah,
joining us.
I heard a lot of people, talk a joke about Batman, so I had to jump
Are
in.
you a Batman
You
fan,
know, I'm absolutely a Batman fan.
bro?
Absolutely. I like
Bro,
that. I like that.
you know
I like
this
that.
is Red Hood, but
I like that.
Batman is my favorite. So when I heard
Yeah,
about,
but
you
but when
know,
you said George Clooney was the best Batman, that kind of threw me off, my man. That
hey,
kind of like
it's only opinion. Like, to
no,
be fair,
hey,
there's
and
been
you have a
so
right
many.
for it. You have a right to it.
Yeah,
You
that's
have a
been
right
so
to it.
many,
Absolutely.
man. You know,
Yeah.
it's just I mean, you have some people would say what's Adam West. Some people would say Adam West. You know what I'm saying? Some people would even say Adam West the original, but
With that
we all know,
bang
you know what I'm saying?
pow.
You know the cool
So,
thing
but
with
I'm just saying, some people would, you
you know
know.
the
Yeah.
cool thing with George Clooney though. At the time, George Clooney was like in Hollywood, the ladies' man. So they probably had him in
Of
mind to be
course.
Bruce Wayne because he was like this. All the ladies was going crazy for him. So
Right.
they probably was like, oh,
Well, that's what I was going to
Don't
say about Robert. That's what I was going to say about Robin's Pattinson. I think Bruce
yes.
Wayne has to be a sexy billionaire
Yes.
playboy. And I
Yes,
think
I
he thought,
agree.
well, let's get an actor that
Mhm.
maybe the women can sort of be wooed by.
Right.
And I
Yes.
think that's where they've drawn it in. And then he's got
Yeah.
that build where he could actually fit in the batch really well
Mhm.
and be flexible and strong. So I think that's
Mhm.
where they sort of cast Robert Pattinson as the Batman.
wait. Girls wasn't
So hold
going
on.
crazy for
Hold
Robert
on.
Pattinson.
They
Besides,
were
like
going, they were
little
going
Are you
geeky,
crazy
bugging?
little
for
geeky
them in
girls, the
Twilight.
little
Are you
geeky girls
bugging?
that like the vampire thing. They
So
was
the
going
geek,
crazy for Jacob.
no,
All the
just
girls
no.
was going crazy for
No,
Jacob. Come
cowboy,
on, man.
you were going for freaking Jacob. The geeky girls
Okay,
are
thank you for
part
that,
of our
Mike.
community. So I do actually think he's actually got the playboy billionaire look. And like we just said, he's got the jaw. So I think he's going to
Okay,
look
Colin
suave in a suit. I think he's going to make the women. So we're talking about Poison Ivy, Catwoman. I think people are going to be swooning over him, and that is Bruce Wayne to me. And then when he's in the suit, I think he's going to have the voice, the intelligence, the wits to wear the bat suit. So
I agree because a lot of people were going crazy over how smooth Edward was in Twilight. Forget about the abs
No,
and all
he
that with
wasn't. He
Jacob.
was the chump. Edward
Oh
was
my
the
goodness.
chump.
Hold
Edward
on.
was
I
the
don't want
like.
to.
Okay.
Yo,
I don't want
We
to get.
going we
Hold on.
going
Hold on.
from
wow.
Hold on. Hold on. I don't want to get
we going
too
from
off
Ed's
the subject.
opinion to mine.
I don't
Go
want to
ahead.
get too off the subject. I definitely want to get Holtz and Dave opinion on the question at
And
hand. Do
and
you
see what
think?
Mike said, because Mike, I told you it was in the beginning. It
Yeah.
wasn't. This isn't a later Batman. It's year 2.
Right. So with that said, and I want to definitely get to those comments when we answer this question. Holtz, what do you think? Do you think Robert Pattinson is gonna be a good Batman?
I do think he's going to be a good Batman. I think he's got the
Okay.
build. I think he's got the voice. I think he's got the talent to actually pull Batman. And when you say, okay, Edward wasn't emotional, he was emotionless. I think that what makes a good Batman, as long as he's strong in the brain, he knows never to cross a line, he knows what is right and wrong. As long as he's got the strength to override Gotham, I think he will make a good Batman. And the whole point is, we need the suspense. We need the suspense of Batman. Will he cross the line or won't he? We can't have a good Batman and we can't have a dark. He has to be perfectly balanced where it makes the audience worry which way Batman's going to go. Has Gotham broken? Is he disturbed in the head? Is he a criminal? Is he a superhero? Is he a vigilante? We need all these questions to the role of Batman. So I think he will actually be perfect.
I
So
agree.
what about you, Dave? Do you
I
think
agree.
Robert
I mean,
Pattinson is going to be a good Batman?
I think so. I think he's a good actor. I think he's gonna be well besides that, you gotta look at it like this. It's Hollywood. They're all actors.
Right.
We never knew that, of course, Climax, you said George Clooney was your favorite.
But I also
Mine.
said Ben Affleck surprised me because I didn't expect that. I didn't
He did
expect Ben
surprise.
Affleck.
He did surprise a lot of people. I didn't care for him that much. My personal favorite is Michael Keaton, and then after that comes Christian Bale, because I think Christian Bale killed it. I think Michael Keaton, he set the tone. You know, everybody else, Val Kilmer was terrible. Which
Right.
was a
I
good
agree.
thing that
I agree.
he barely showed up as Batman. You saw a lot of, you know, uh, you saw a lot of Bruce Wayne and all that other stuff. But again, we have to figure out or find out what skills he has as an actor to pull off this Bruce Wayne Batman character. It's
Mhm.
Hollywood. They get paid millions of dollars to pull off this stuff, but I think Robert Pattinson will pull it off. I think he'll pull it
Uh,
off well.
my personal opinion, man. Hell no, he ain't gonna be good.
All right, all right.
I'm just saying, man. Like it's hard for me to see him when I looked at the trailer. And I really tried to like look over, the whole Twilight thing, and that's not even into play now. But when I looked at the trailer and I see some of the scenes where he has to be aggressive and everything, me personally, if I was the crook and he was handing me up like that, I wouldn't be intimidated by him. You know what I'm
Who
saying?
would who would have thought that Bill and Ted will become John Wick?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
feel you.
But
I feel you.
it's the same with the Joker cast. I remember
feel you.
watching Jack
You know,
Jack Nicholson
I
as
get
the
it.
Joker, thinking to myself,
exactly. Like,
he's an amazing Joker. Then when Heath
yes,
Ledger came over, I was like, look what he's playing in A Knight's Tale, 10 Ways. I went, he's never going to play
yeah,
a good Joker. And then
exactly.
then I was
And he
seeing Joaquin Phoenix.
destroyed
I
it.
was like, he's never going to play a good Joker.
Yeah,
And then when I seen it, it was the psychological message that he
Mhm.
portrayed, his tone, the way body language. He was just there, and he played a good Joker. So now I look back at Jokers and Batman, and I think they all played a tribute for that time of the
it
era.
was.
So
It was also a different angle of the Joker because you got to look at it. Jack Nicholson played almost how Caesar Romero was in the television show with Adam West, and then you had Heath Ledger play the Joker from the comic book. Now, if you follow the comic books, the comic book shows how dark and how eerie and evil the Joker was, and they didn't want to put that in the movies until Heath Ledger came around and played the Joker the way he did.
Heath Ledger versus Jack Nicholson. It's such a big difference. It's crazy.
It
You wouldn't
is.
even think it's the
It is.
same. It's the same guy. You wouldn't even think it's the same,
It's two
like
totally
the
different
same
angles.
villain. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Can
And
you
it-
Those are
it's
some
imagine?
good, those are some
Batman
good
to
stuff
me,
Lee is putting.
anyone that gets a back claw, halts me up on the street, and actually threatens to drop me, that's Batman in my eyes. Anyone that actually intimidates, I am darkness.
Yeah.
That's what it needs to
Yeah.
portray as
That's
Yeah.
how it is
Again,
now. That's the popular Batman of today. Can you imagine if the Riddler would be like Jacob? Would be like Taylor, whatever his name is.
the Taylor Lautner or something.
Yeah, are you Team Riddler or are you Team Batman?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, the best thriller that I've ever seen of late is have you ever seen Harley Quinn, the animated series? There's
yeah.
There's a part where the Riddler gets all jacked up, and he's not just brain, he's brawn as well. And he's like, "Oh, look at me with my abs and muscles," and he gets cocky that he thinks he can take on the underworld. But that's a Joker that I like, that he's actually brains and brawls. But I guess I love to see that twist on it.
Dude, I'm just being real. I want to address this. Look, Mr. Everywhere, when that dude hemmed him up, I'm being serious. I mean, I'm not gonna underestimate anyone, but if we're talking about fear, he didn't scare me. Like, I'm like,
Well, that's what I
he just
always
made
say.
me. He just made me feel like, hey, we're just gonna fight until one of us pass out. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
But
that's what I always feel with the Joker. I'm like, the Batman got like the wackest main villain. Like, I will beat the Joker up in the alleyway. Come on,
you know what I'm
man.
saying?
No,
know
you
what I'm
wouldn't.
Like, I mean,
No, you wouldn't.
not knowing Dave, not knowing that he's a psychopath, and he's gonna, like,
That's the point. He fights
You know what I'm
dirty, doesn't he? That's the point. You underestimate that he's like a little skinny character. You can beat him up.
Dude, I'm not.
He's wits.
But he also trained with the League of Shadows. Everybody forgets that. The same people that trained
I said a
Bane.
Joker. I said a Joker.
Yeah.
But
I
the
said the
Joker's
Joker.
a psychopath. Like,
Dang,
the Joker is a
all
psychopath.
cycles are off with the Joker.
And the best thing about
Yeah,
the Joker,
all cycles don't get hurt either.
You're joking around that you're
Listen,
fighting
believe.
1-on-1.
I know firsthand working for the New Jersey Department of Corrections. Psychos don't get hurt very easily. Trust and believe.
All shackles are off.
But with the
Don't
Joker,
matter.
That's
It
a
don't
joke.
matter how much pain you take after you can't breathe for a couple seconds. You going to sleep. Night,
Yeah,
night.
okay.
The rear
the best
naked
thing about the
choke
Joker,
is not a game.
he knows that once he's cornered and he's being beat, he'll use like bombs. He'll actually use pedestrians, or he'll actually go, "Come on, boys!" And he actually fights there. He'll bring all his cronies in to fight. In the end, he's not trying to have a one-on-one. He's just trying to win.
Yeah. I wonder why like people follows the Joker, because I'd be scared the shit out of him. Like I never joined his team, you know, like his crew. That makes no sense to me.
They want that money, man. Did you see when he had all that money?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, come on.
Makes sense.
No,
yeah,
I think why people support the Joker, I think all Gotham is broken, even from politics to the mayor and stuff like that. Everywhere's broken, so it's just picking a side, isn't it? It's whoever's got your back, who put food on the table.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That's one of my two favorite bad guys of all time. Like the Joker is one of my top two, hands down.
I'm with you on that. I'm with
Probably
you
on
on that.
the bottom of my list.
Because the Joker, I feel like in the DC universe, if you pin the Joker up with any of the other heroes, he'll easily take them down. Batman is the only one that can tolerate him. Like, let's be real. Any of Wonder Woman villains couldn't compare with Joker. Any of
that just shows DC got some whack villains. Can you imagine having a conversation?
No,
hold up.
It's not
hold
that.
up. Hold up real quick. Can you imagine having a conversation? So I'm terrified of this guy, the Joker. And then somebody sitting there like, oh, I'm terrified of this guy, Thanos. You're like, hold on, we still having what type of conversation?
What? Yeah.
It's not that.
Exactly.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. With the Joker, he's so unpredictable, bro. No villain can even. You're afraid. All villains are afraid to even work with him. You know what I'm saying? Because he's so unpredictable. He cares about what do you do? Hold on, no, seriously. What do you do with a man that has no attachments? He has no care for family. He has no loyalty to money. He don't need anything financially or anything to stabilize him. For
I'll say this. I'll say this. In the realm of Batman, yes. Just keep it in the realm of Batman, yes. You know, like you did say DC, but let's be real. You know who Black Adam is? I watched a video with Rock. Rock said, when you see Black Adam, he's gonna raise the hierarchy in DC. This is what he said. You think Black Adam will be scared of the Joker?
With the new movie?
Hold on, but my thing the thing that's funny is you almost contradicted yourself, and because you said let's be real. You talking about let's be real. We talking about the Joker and Thanos. What's more real than the Joker or Thanos? What's more real?
So
if you want to be real, let's be real.
Play on words. That you're not gonna work here. Me saying let's be real. That's just
it's weird speaking.
yeah. But think about it, Black Adam, right? Like, man, that movie that looks like The Rock's gonna do some amazing stuff. But you just said all villains are afraid of the Joker. You think Black Adam would think twice about the Joker?
Let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something about. I'm gonna
answer your question.
I'm gonna answer your question. Look, the problem, and Mr. Ovenworld just said it just then. Like, Joker is also intelligent, bro. Like, he's very clever. You know what I'm saying? He's a strategist. You think that the Joker, not knowing who Black Adam is, you don't think that he'll just think of some kind of psychotic way to get to him?
He's not. You might get that off with Batman,
bro. Come on, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you what's real.
Not Batman.
A psychotic person like this character is, and he's clever, bro. He's not gonna walk up to Black Adam and say, "Hey, you want to fight?" No, he's gonna hit him where it hurts. He's gonna make him want to. At the end of the day, the Joker plan is to destroy you on the outside, and then when you have nothing left emotionally, then he's like, "I bet you want to kill me because I want to die."
I'm just gonna assume you don't know who Black Adam is.
If you kill me, I win still.
It goes back to point. Look at Justice League, the Snyder cut. The Joker survived like Darkseid. He survived evil Superman. He was there at the end saying to Batman, "You need me. Take the cards and we'll be a partnership." And he went, and when you rip that up and he was there as a survivor to prove where was the rest of the heroes, where was the rest of the villains. The Joker proved that he can survive when Armageddon happens or the end of the earth. He can survive, and he proves that he can adapt and outsmart even the best supervillains.
He's smart.
That's just called nonsense writing. That's all.
I'm
pretty sure he was, when he survived, he was in a bunker somewhere. He hid. He heard explosions up there. It was like,
why would the Joker? When have you ever seen the Joker? When have you seen the Joker run? He never runs from a fight. He just takes his time to get to the fight. He doesn't run.
No,
he knows he doesn't have superpowers. He knows he doesn't have superpowers. He knows.
Let me ask you a question. Did you ever see the Joker even punch somebody? I seen him do one thing: stab the guy in the eye with a pencil. And like all of Batman movies, somebody, any one of you, tell me, what did you ever see the Joker do physically?
I've seen the Joker shoot somebody.
You don't need brawn all the time to bring Gotham or the world down to its knees.
I'm just making sense out of it. All I'm saying is, Climax said Black Adam would be afraid of the Joker.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that he would be afraid of him.
You said every villain is afraid of the Joker, and that's why I brought up Black Adam.
All right, so you bring up Black Adam, and if you want to go that way, we can go that way. You think that Black Adam is gonna underestimate Joker? Like, seriously, he's not gonna underestimate him.
Is the problem.
And he's not gonna test him either. You know what I'm saying? Everyone knows that Joker is highly qualified to get the job done, man.
Let me ask you a question. Did you see Shazam?
Bro, you're talking about, like, you're mixing movies that some director then came up with. You're mixing that with the facts of how Joker is.
No, because you're misconstruing. If you said Lex Luthor, I'd be like, cool.
Okay.
What you're mixing is his you're making like him being psychotic is like being brilliant. Like if you said Lex Luthor, I'd be like, okay, you got that. He's a regular human.
I said intelligent, not brilliant.
Yeah, but Lex Luthor's got that level of intellect. He's like an 8th level intellect. And what I'm trying to say is, so is Joker in his madness. He's got a level of intellect and wits and sharp that he can outsmart the best of villains.
And madness. I don't. What's that? Like an oxymoron, right?
Oh, come on! It's like one line.
Joker's so dangerous.
There's one line that separates genius and crazy.
I'm just gonna. I hear nothing but madness here. You guys can have this. I'm just gonna be quiet about this thing because I'm shocked, but whatever.
Dude, I'm telling you, bro. Look, when you have something that's like psychotic, you have no chains on it. You have nothing to. That person has nothing to care about, anything like that. That's Universal Soldier right there, bro. He feels no pain. You know
Watch The Dark Knight again. Watch The Dark Knight again.
I'm just being real with you. This man burned down the hospital. On The Dark Knight, he burned down a hospital. He didn't even care if anybody was in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he also took all the drug lords' money from them and had them like, yo, I don't need the money. It's about making a statement, and burnt all the money. And it was a mountain of cash, and he burnt it all. He didn't care about that.
Listen, he's dealing with lower-level thugs without a high school education.
Hold on, before you do that, Cowboy, I want to bring in my boy, man. I got right here. You know, I've been seeing his show. He comes with a lot of energy every time, man. He lighten up the room. I think he's a great guy. I'm going to continue to watch his show. Man, this is Big Mike. Check it out.
Yo, what's up, fellas?
What's going on?
Out of here, bro. I'm really getting out of here.
Take the cowboy out.
You know what's crazy? I only came because of Anthony's banter about the Joker. Like, it really bothered me.
Right.
Of course.
I mean, the thing is, no one's making. Everybody's saying he's psychotic, so that means he's like I mentioned Black Adam. Do we know who Black Adam is? And he's like, you think? All right.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
My whole thing is, yes, he's psychotic, but he's also intelligent. You see The Dark Knight? Like, he had plans on top of plans on top of plans. Like,
Absolutely.
I think you're downplaying his attack. He's on, to me, the Lex Luthor
All
level
I'm gonna
as
say
far as
is,
Yes.
intelligence.
Yes.
what?
Yes. Yes.
I think
I'm
Yes.
so.
telling you,
Oh
bro.
man, all
Like,
right, bro. I'm
Absolutely.
done.
Kyle,
You know
bro,
what? I
you're
ain't even
Absolutely.
not
saying
you're
nothing
not
no more.
understanding, bro. The level.
You remember
Absolutely.
how he got himself arrested on purpose in the Dark Knight, and then was in a jail cell, and the dude's stomach blew up? He had so
and
many
it wasn't
plans.
even
It was crazy.
and it wasn't
You need to
even
watch Dark
his
Knight again.
it wasn't even his stomach that the bomb was in. It was the ignition joint, the cell phone was in somebody else's body.
Right.
Anthony,
So it's
do
like,
you,
come on.
Anthony, do you feel like Batman can outsmart the Joker?
He never does.
Right? It's just
I just feel like that
It's a struggle.
I'm in the
And Bruce
wrong
Wayne is a
room.
genius.
I feel like when I talk about villains, I just mentioned Thanos. Nobody, well, Ninja Guy, you was like, what? Exactly. And we're
Yeah.
But I
sitting
wouldn't
here
compare
talking
Thanos to the
about.
Joker.
That's
Huh?
okay.
I would
But
compare Thanos to
we're talking
Darkseid.
about we're
There's like
talking
two
about
different levels or
Right.
whatever.
Right.
Exactly,
But
but the
Joker-
guy above you is making it like Darkseid would be afraid of the Joker.
Yeah, but here's one fact.
Bro,
Joker
let me
outsmarted
tell you,
Superman
dude.
in a
Like, are we
comic.
No
kidding? Like,
one-
there's levels to this. And he's
Bro.
making it like, I'm only saying this because he said the joke, every DC villain, this his words, fear the joke.
Yeah.
If he were to be like, all right, not every villain. No, he's like, no, I'm telling you. So I'm
Bro,
like, what? That's why I'm
every
trying to make
villain,
sense of this.
every
Fuck the
villain
Joker.
in the
Fuck the
DC
Joker,
universe has a certain level for the Joker.
I don't know about that.
I'm telling you,
Thank
respect.
you,
they
Real,
have a
'cause
respect level for the Joker.
I'm just
bro.
like,
Because
You're
you
not
listen, you got Steppenwolf, Darkseid. They ain't worried about the Joker. I'm just saying.
not at
Bro,
all,
I
bro.
feel
Not
you
at
on
all.
that. I feel you on that. But at the same time, dude, they have a respect for him. Like
They
they
have
know.
to. They
But
have
They
that's
know
to.
who
because
They
this.
of the
have
whole
to.
Look,
universe.
you think that Darkseid don't know of the Joker? Like if you weren't known, if he was just so little that he don't know about him, he know about the Joker, dang. I'm just being
Everybody
real.
do. Everybody
I'm
do.
just being real, dude.
Let me ask you a question,
Everybody knows
Climax.
who the Joker is.
Let me ask you a question.
Be afraid. Go ahead.
Well, I came on here. I do think Robert Pattinson will be good as Batman. I do
Okay.
like this early year 2 Batman. I also like the cast, Jeffrey Wright and Colin Farrell as the Penguin, gonna be good.
What about Zoe? You ain't say nothing about Zoe though. Catwoman.
I mean, we'll see how she does.
Bro,
Like
come
that.
on now. Like you gonna give Robert Pattinson? You gonna give Robert Pattinson a pass on him being a good Batman? You don't think Zoe
He's a
is
better
gonna
actor
be
than
good?
Zoe is.
But you don't think she'll be a good Catwoman though in this movie?
Listen, man. At the end of the day, it's about acting, right? He's a better actor than she is. You know what I mean?
I think she's gonna be a good. I mean, for her part that she's playing, I think she's gonna be a good Catwoman.
Exactly. Her Anthony don't know who she is. See, that's the point.
What is she
Better
from?
watch out in Hollywood that it doesn't become woke, where Catwoman
But
actually saves.
here's my
Batman
order,
loads of
real
times,
quick.
and it's-
Go ahead.
I would go Michael Keaton, then Christian Bale, then Ben Affleck, then Clooney, then Kilmer. That's the order I'll put them in.
Okay, I'm with that.
Yeah.
I'm with that. What about you, Dave? What would be your order?
I probably
Top
would
three.
go with the same thing. I probably would go with the same thing because ain't nobody gonna beat Michael Keaton.
Right.
Ain't nobody gonna beat Michael Keaton. Like,
But is
and
that
of course
because of
I will put
nostalgia?
no. If you go
Not
back
for
and
me,
watch
no.
the movie, if you go
You know
back
why,
and watch
Ant?
the movies, you would
I
see,
thought-
go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, Dave.
No. If you would go back and watch, you would see the acting skills in the movies, and it was like Michael Keaton was just that dude, you know what I'm saying? And then after him, in my opinion, and I'm sure Big Mike agrees, Christian Bale killed it. He killed it.
Mm-hmm.
But
I thought Keaton was the only one who did both roles, Wayne
perfect,
and Batman, perfectly.
Perfect.
All the other ones were flaws somewhere or another.
Yeah.
But
There's something. There's something that's missing. Like when Christian Bale played Batman, the voice thing was a little too much. And it was just like certain things when he played Bruce Wayne, it was like, Michael Keaton would have played that a little bit better.
I never bought him as Bruce Wayne. Like I never really I never bought him as Bruce Wayne. I was with you. So
Bring back Michael Keaton on the next movie.
well, he's gonna be in the Flash movie though.
Yeah.
So
I wish.
Batman.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
wish.
Yeah.
I wish they would have had him back as the Batman.
But if you said to me, who did you want? Ben Affleck or Robert Pattinson, I would say Ben Affleck. I don't think he should have left. I think he should have carried on doing the Justice League movies if that was an option, and see more of like an older Batman.
But you know
what I'll say about
they
that?
have that thing where they make 3 movies and then they out. So,
but you know what I'll say? Ben Affleck was the older one. He was beat up, had bruises and stuff like that. So I'm okay with him starting from like year 2 Batman. You know what I'm saying? So I'm okay with them.
Yeah,
I don't know. I would always like Batman of the Future. If they're gonna take a twist on Batman, take Batman. Is it Batman the Future?
Bro, can I get Batman Beyond? Can I get Batman Beyond?
I wish,
that'd be cool.
I think that'd be nice. Now, I think that for Robert Pattinson playing a younger Batman, I think that's going to be cool. You know, do I think that he's the best Batman or going to be at the top? You know what I'm saying? I don't think so. My top 3.
but again, we don't know.
You're right. We don't know. We don't know. But this is just my initial. You know, before the movie come out. You know, as of right now, my top 3 will be George Clooney.
I don't know why you like Clooney,
bro. Let me have me, bro. Let me have me. And then I would say Michael Keaton my 3rd. You know what I'm saying? I would say Michael Keaton my 3rd, but that's my type 3. You know what I'm saying? Because
number 2?
I just feel like George Clooney was, I'll say, the more mature Batman. He was, you know what I'm saying? He presented himself like, oh, you could tell the age difference on it. You know what I'm saying? You could tell that he's an older Batman. You know, and that's why I say George Clooney first, man. And then of course Ben Affleck, because he surprised me. And I give credit for Michael Keaton. I give credit for that. He's in my top 3. He's in my top 3. You know what I'm saying? But
as long as Val Kilmer's not on your top 3.
Say what now?
As long as Val Kilmer's not in your top 3, I'm good.
Nah, I'm good, bro. Like to me, he sucked. I think he sucked. I think
he was horrible.
I think he was horrible. Yeah,
I don't even know who he is. Is he like from the older ones? Is he like one of the first?
Yeah, he's from the older ones. He was like right out there.
Well, let me tell you mine. Let me tell you mine. Suave.
Go for it.
So, Michael Keaton's number 1. Ben Affleck's actually gonna be number 2 for me.
Okay.
Man, number 3. I just didn't like
Christian Bale.
Yeah, Christian Bale, man, he just wasn't it for me. The whole voice thing, and then him getting attacked by a dog, and he had to change his suit. I'm like, who put that in the movie, yo?
Yeah. Honestly, I'll take that back, man.
That
Val wasn't the worst. I say, Christian Bale was the worst, bro.
What? Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
he was the worst, bro.
Yeah,
but
crazy,
to be fair, on Bale, he was Batman Begins, wasn't he? So he had to learn that a suit could be punched by a dog. He had to learn.
He had 3. He had 3. No, that didn't happen in the first movie. Like, come on.
Look, I'm gonna be real, Dad. I'm gonna be absolutely 100%. Now, I feel like everyone on this panel is gonna agree with me when I say this. But
I don't know, bro. You said Darkseid know who the Joker is.
Yeah, Suave, I agree.
Okay, I'm gonna say 2 things then. I'm gonna say 2 things.
Totally
Since Cowboy gonna say that,
Batman.
since Cowboy gonna say that, I'm gonna say 2 things. My first thing is that I know that everybody's gonna agree on is on the Christian Bale movies, the Bane character was really the star. You know what I'm saying? Like whoever played the Bane and that
was one movie.
Yeah, that was one movie. That was one movie. Yeah. Like he
absolutely
did good. You know what I'm saying?
That was my favorite Batman.
The second thing is,
I
know everybody can agree with the Joker whooping the hell out of Cowboy's ass. I mean, I know we could just agree on that. We can agree on that,
sleep, bro. I'm gonna put him to sleep. I'm putting the Joker to sleep. Trust me.
It depends on which Joker.
I'm putting the Joker. Now maybe not the Joker in the nightclub with the gold fronts. Nah, he might get me.
Bro. So let me ask you guys something. I'm very curious. Do you guys have an idea of who would be a good Batman today? Like, do you guys have an idea of like an actor you think that'd be a good Batman that would have been better than Robert Pattinson?
I don't like Batman enough to even think about that.
Suave should be the next Batman.
Suave, yeah, potential. Yeah, I think, I agree with that.
Suave Polo, your next Batman.
I don't know, and I like movies, but I don't know who would be the next Batman. I don't have an option for it.
I
So
don't know. I don't know. I
I'm
don't know either.
more trying to figure out who should be Wolverine, something like
Yeah.
that. You know,
Oh man, it's gonna be hard to
Good
beat
question.
because that Wolverine, I can't remember his name, but the Canadian
Hugh Jackman.
actor,
The clone.
that guy was so amazing. Nobody can replace that guy.
and think about it, we slept on him. Nobody thought he was going to be a good
You're
Wolverine.
right.
That's
So,
true.
Right.
Yeah.
And he did well. He
Oh,
did
he
well.
was so good. I love
He
it
did
so
well.
much.
Hey Dave, you left it up to us. We'd have had Chris Benoit.
What?
What?
Hey, I remember when he was
No,
talking about Wolverine.
no.
I was like, bro, Chris Benoit. Yeah. Anyway.
Dude, like, let's really answer this question though. Who would be, like, if we just had the idea, who would be the next good Batman?
Um,
I don't know.
Trying to
You
think.
know,
I don't
it's
know.
a hard decision. Man.
like
Because nobody thought that Beetlejuice would be a great Batman.
with
right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
Nobody thought that. And then you look at it now and it's like, yo, he was the best Batman. And nobody would have thought that, Twilight would be Batman, but we don't know because it might be Edward from Twilight might be a really good Batman. We don't know.
Dude, what if he's like the best? What if everybody's like, yo?
That's
So
gonna be
here's one thing I'll
that's gonna be
say.
very hard.
You know
Very
why I
hard.
think Michael Keaton is like the best Batman? Because I think something Holtz was saying. You want him to not be too kiddie-ish. You want him to not be too dark. All the new Batmans is just dark. Like they show Robert Pattinson. Like I feel like they wanted to be so dark. But when you grow up and you think of Batman, like not like when you hear, oh, in the comic books he break people's arms and all that. When you grow up and just think of like Batman as the character, I feel like Michael Keaton was the essence of what you felt Batman would be. Now
I
in
agree.
these years, everything is dark. So you're like, oh, he got it. Like Robert Pattinson in one scene, he's like his hair's all messed up and he look like he got white stuff on his face and he's all disheveled. But Michael Keaton, man, he was Batman as far as
If you
when
look
you thought
if
of
you look
like
back if you look back on the Batman movies that Michael Keaton did, those movies were dark as well. You know, if you
But
really look at those movies were dark. It's just back then because the first Batman came out what 89,
89.
you know, and it was like that's all we knew of as dark. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Now it's like the
right.
technology nowadays, you know, they might not film it in something that looks dark, but in the movie it's gonna look dark. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I don't mean dark as settings. I mean the psychology. Like now, dark is like, you know, the Joker stabbing somebody in the eye with a pen. You know what I'm saying? The people actually like getting killed left and right, and it's like the turmoil of like, remember the Joker was like Batman. Somebody's gonna die that you love. So who do you choose? Either his girl or what? Commissioner Gordon, right? So like that type of dark, like the writing is so much darker now. And I felt like what did he say? I think Terry Crews would be a good bat. All right, anyway. So but yeah.
And I just want to correct you real quick. And he didn't stab anybody with a pen. It was a pencil, and he pushed the guy's head into the pencil. So just so that you want to, you know, just to let you know.
Great detail.
My Batman is always someone to be feared of, but when he's around friends, he's always got them quick liners. He's always got them pun jokes. So I realised that he actually does want to connect with people, but at arm's distance. I think that's the type of Batman that I want.
So does Batman kill people?
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. No, Batman
doesn't kill nobody.
He don't kill.
But in the comic book, he's
he
very
put you in the
violent.
hospital.
In the comic book,
in the hospital, but
he will break your arm. Like you try to escape. It ain't gonna
he
be
is
good.
violent. He is violent.
Yeah.
But
I feel like he wants to kill them, but because his motto is not to kill,
he'll punch
No,
your
he
lung,
does.
break your back. You know, like he'll put you in.
I want to answer the
where
question.
you're insured and wish you were dead.
I want to answer the question. Now I'm being serious on this. I think that Jake Gyllenhaal would be a good next Batman.
I was gonna say that too, actually, Dick Gyllenhaal. That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? I think because in Mysterio, the Spider-Man movie, when he played Mysterio, he did good. He did good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He doesn't have to look for me. He doesn't
It was
have
a
to look
villain, but you know, what did you say, Cowboy?
He doesn't have the look for me.
I think he do though. Like he played in so many different movies where you have the build and you don't think so, Dave?
Nah, I gotta agree with Cowboy.
That's my opinion.
I gotta agree. You know, I don't think he has the look at all because even in that movie that he played that boxer, you know,
you talking Southpaw?
Yeah, Southpaw. He kind of had the look of a boxer because he got all ripped up and all that. But it's a good movie. Don't get me wrong. I love the movie.
Right.
But you know, the look, it was just like, you know, he kind of killed it for me because, you know, every time you look at that movie, it's like, yo, that's broke back. I can't do it,
yeah. Do you know
but seriously though, I think that for a young, let's say, because I think that if he did this movie, the younger Batman, middle, you know what I'm saying, trying to start his career as Batman, I think he would do good because we're talking about acting skills. We're talking about, we don't know, you know what I'm saying? I think that if it came down to it, Robert Pattinson and Jake, I think either one of those could be a good Batman for this movie.
I'm going to tell you an actor that I feel like would be a good Batman, and it's Penn Badgley. I don't know if I spelled that correctly, but do you guys know that guy? He's from the show. He's from the show You, and he's like a psychopath.
Okay.
And he's very like.
What's his name again?
Penn Badgley.
Is that Joe? Is that
Joe? Joe from You. Yeah. Yeah.
Was it Christian Bale who was in American Psycho? Was he
Yeah.
So maybe that's what you're drawn into, like sort of that sort of good-looking man who's psychotic.
Yeah, maybe that's where I get that. Yeah.
I don't feel like Christian Bale was like in Batman shape to me. I don't know. I feel like he was kind of like a lanky dude.
Penn is very like spaghetti-like, so maybe he's not.
Yeah, he is too. Yeah,
you're right.
I agree because I mean, Ant, you in great shape, Ant. But when's the last time that you stood straight up and then just fell right into a push-up position?
You know, this guy right here.
Right now.
Yeah.
I always thought Ben Affleck was too big for Batman, but if he ran in that suit at me, I would cry. I know he'd just charged at me. I'd be like, "Wow, he's taken down the bad guys." So to me, it's a bit of everything. He can be slim as long as he's acrobatic, or he can actually be powerful.
I really do like Ben Affleck though. Man.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be like super buff.
Way too big.
Yeah.
He was way too buff.
I think he had to be big though to face off against Superman and like BVS.
Yeah,
like he was small, wouldn't look right.
To compete with Superman, I agree. You know, but I mean, you know, we all know that Batman was never buff like that.
Well, I think that I think for, you know what I'm saying, them doing that movie, the Batman versus Superman type thing, and that actor playing Superman, hell, he could have played a good Batman, honestly. But that guy was kind of muscular, like, you know what I'm saying? You have to you don't want, if you're gonna do Batman versus Superman, you don't want skinny Batman. That's not really intimidating. I think he did that for the role so he can, you know, stand up and look like, hey, I'm not a pushover. You know, I
wouldn't mess with any Assassins members. You know, even how small, slim they are. As long as you know how to kill you, that's all that matters.
We need a muscly Batman. It's just that we don't need one on steroid, if you know what I mean. Like, we need like natural muscle. I think that's the better way to, you know. Maybe I'm sounding a little weird now, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean, right? Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah.
Well, look, man, that's all I have for today, guys. We had a great conversation, man. I'm so happy that so many people supported and, you know what I'm saying, was able to give their input on here and even join in on everything, man. My boy Mike, I'm so happy to see you here, bro. Like, you have no idea, bro. You know what I'm saying? So welcome. I want to welcome y'all guys back. Dave, thank you again, man. New face. I welcome you back, man. Check out my channel. If you haven't, you know, check out my channel and see if there's some other stuff you might like on there. Until next time, man. Peace and love, guys.
And all I want to say is, I'm Batman.
Go ahead.
And vengeance.
Go ahead. I almost pushed the button. What you were going to say, Holtz?
That all I wanted to say is, I'm Batman. You know what I mean? So off we go.
You did it.
All
Okay,
right,
guys.
Bye.
we did.